Certainly. Here's a longer and more detailed story for English listening practice. Title: The Enchanted Manor. In the rolling hills of the English countryside stood an ancient manor known as Hawthorne Hall. It was a sprawling estate with ivy-covered stone walls, towering oak trees, and meticulously landscaped gardens. The manor had been in the Hawthorne family for generations, but its last owner, Sir William Hawthorne, had passed away many years ago. Since then, the manor had been left abandoned, its grandeur fading with each passing year. Rumors swirled around the village about the manor. Some said it was haunted, while others believed it was cursed. The truth, however, was less sinister but no less intriguing. Hawthorne Hall had been a place of great mystery and adventure, especially for young Amelia Hawthorne, Sir William's granddaughter. Amelia, now a young woman in her early 20s, had grown up hearing tales of the manor from her grandmother. Her grandmother had often spoken of secret passages, hidden treasures, and magical artifacts that were said to be hidden somewhere within the manor's walls. Amelia had always been fascinated by these stories, and upon her grandmother's passing, she decided to return to the manor to uncover the truth. One crisp autumn morning, Amelia arrived at Hawthorne Hall. As she approached the grand entrance, she felt a mix of excitement and apprehension. The manor's once majestic facade was now overgrown with vines, and the large wooden doors creaked ominously as she pushed them open. Inside, the manor was as grand as she remembered from her childhood visits, though it was now cloaked in dust and cobwebs. The air was thick with the scent of aged wood and forgotten memories. Amelia took a deep breath and stepped inside, her footsteps echoing through the cavernous hall. Her first task was to explore the manor and get a sense of its current condition. She began with the ground floor, meticulously examining the ornate furniture covered with white sheets. Each room she entered seemed to tell its own story. The dining hall, once a place of lively gatherings, was now silent, save for the occasional scurrying of mice. The library, with its tall bookshelves and rolling ladders, was filled with books whose spines were cracked and pages yellowed. As Amelia explored, she came across an old, dusty painting of a young woman in a regal gown. The woman's eyes seemed to follow Amelia as she moved. She remembered her grandmother mentioning a portrait of Lady Eleanor Hawthorne, a relative who was known for her beauty and kindness. Amelia wondered if this could be the same lady. With renewed determination, Amelia decided to search the manor more thoroughly. She made her way to the attic, a place she had always been too afraid to explore as a child. The stairs leading to the attic creaked under her weight, and the air grew colder as she ascended. The attic was a large, open space with sloping ceilings and a small, round window that led in a sliver of sunlight. The room was filled with old trunks, dusty furniture, and forgotten relics. Amelia set to work, opening trunks and sifting through their contents. Most of the items were old clothing, faded letters, and miscellaneous knick-knacks. After several hours of searching, Amelia found a small, ornate chest tucked away in a corner. The chest was covered in intricate designs and had a sturdy lock. She felt a thrill of excitement as she realized this might be one of the treasures her grandmother had mentioned. With trembling hands, Amelia searched the attic for a key. Her efforts seemed fruitless until she stumbled upon an old leather-bound book. As she opened it, she discovered a small key nestled between the pages. Amelia's heart raced as she took the key and inserted it into the lock of the ornate chest. The lock clicked open, revealing the chest's contents. Inside, Amelia found a collection of old maps, delicate jewelry, and a beautifully crafted locket. The locket had a small portrait of Lady Eleanor Hawthorne. Amelia was astonished. It seemed that the chest contained personal belongings of her ancestors, each item telling a piece of their story. Among the maps was a particularly old and worn one. It depicted the manor grounds and surrounding area with curious symbols and markings. Amelia noticed a peculiar symbol on the map, marked with an X, in a part of the garden she had not yet explored. Intrigued, Amelia decided to investigate the area marked on the map. She went outside and made her way to the garden, which was overgrown and wild. With a trowel, she began to dig in the spot marked on the map. After some effort, she uncovered a small, wooden box buried in the soil. The box was old and weathered but still intact. Amelia pried it open and found a collection of old letters tied with a ribbon, as well as a small, leather-bound journal. The letters were written by Lady Eleanor and were addressed to a man named Jonathan, who was evidently her suitor. The letters spoke of their love, their plans, and a promise to be together despite the challenges they faced. The journal contained Lady Eleanor's personal reflections, including entries about a secret garden she had created for Jonathan. Amelia was moved by the love story that unfolded before her. It seemed that the manor held not only physical treasures but also a deep and poignant history. Amelia spent several days at the manor, piecing together the story of her ancestors. She discovered that the manor had been a place of joy and sorrow, love and loss. She found more hidden compartments and secret rooms, each revealing more about the Hawthorne family's past. One evening, as Amelia was preparing to leave, she noticed a faint glow coming from the grand staircase. She followed the light and discovered a hidden panel in the wall. Behind the panel was a small room containing an old, ornate mirror. The mirror was surrounded by elaborate carvings and had a peculiar inscription at its base. Amelia read the inscription aloud. To see the truth, one must look beyond the surface. As she gazed into the mirror, she saw not just her reflection but glimpses of people from the past, scenes from the manor's history. The mirror seemed to come alive, showing Amelia the manor's story as though it were a living, breathing entity. With this final discovery, Amelia realized that her journey had not only been about uncovering physical treasures but also about connecting with her heritage and understanding the legacy of her family. The manor, with all its secrets and stories, had become a part of her, and she felt a deep sense of fulfillment. As Amelia prepared to leave Hawthorne Hall for the last time, she took one last look around. The manor, once a place of mystery and decay, now felt like a cherished treasure trove of history. She knew that the stories she had uncovered would live on, not just in the manor's walls but in her heart. With a final glance at the old manor, Amelia made her way back to the village, ready to share the stories she had discovered and to ensure that the legacy of Hawthorne Hall would continue to be remembered and celebrated for generations to come. And so, Hawthorne Hall stood as a testament to the past, a place where history and magic intertwined, waiting for the next generation to uncover its secrets. This story contains more detailed descriptions and a deeper exploration of the setting and characters, making it suitable for an extended English listening exercise. The Secret of Maplewood Library. In the heart of the bustling city of Oak Ridge stood an old, elegant building known as Maplewood Library. The library had been a cornerstone of the community for over a century, renowned for its vast collection of books and its stunning architecture. Despite its grandeur, the library had a secret that very few knew about. Emma Lawson, a curious and avid reader, had always loved Maplewood Library. Growing up, she spent countless hours exploring its towering shelves and hidden corners. As she grew older, her fascination with the library only deepened, and she began to notice strange, unexplained occurrences. Occasionally, she would find a book out of place or hear whispers when no one else was around. One chilly autumn afternoon, Emma decided to investigate these peculiarities. Armed with a notebook and a flashlight, she ventured into the library after closing hours. She had learned through old records that the library had undergone several renovations over the years. There were rumors of hidden passages and secret rooms, but they were dismissed as mere myths. As Emma wandered through the dimly lit library, she made her way to the rare books section, a place she had always been drawn to. The rare books were kept in a large, ornate room with heavy wooden doors. Emma noticed that one of the doors was slightly ajar. She pushed it open and stepped inside. The room was filled with ancient tomes and manuscripts. The air was thick with the scent of old paper and leather. Emma began to examine the books, marveling at their condition and craftsmanship. As she browsed through the shelves, she came across a dusty old book with a faded cover. It was titled, The Secrets of Maplewood. Intrigued, Emma carefully opened the book. Inside, she found handwritten notes and illustrations depicting various parts of the library. One of the illustrations showed a hidden door behind a bookshelf in the rare books room. Emma's heart raced with excitement. She immediately began searching the wall where the hidden door was indicated. After several minutes of searching, Emma discovered a small, concealed lever behind a loose brick. She pulled it, and a section of the wall slowly slid open, revealing a narrow passage. With a deep breath, Emma entered the passage, which led down a set of stone steps. The stairs spiraled downward into darkness. Emma used her flashlight to illuminate her path. The air grew cooler and more musty as she descended. At the bottom of the stairs, she found herself in a large underground chamber. The chamber was dimly lit by the flickering light of old lanterns mounted on the walls. In the center of the chamber was a large, wooden table covered with ancient maps, manuscripts, and curious artifacts. Emma approached the table, her eyes widening as she took in the sight. It was clear that this was a secret study or workshop. Among the items on the table, Emma found a large leather-bound book that looked particularly old. She opened it and discovered that it was a journal belonging to the library's founder, Jonathan Maplewood. The journal detailed the library's history and the founder's fascination with rare and magical books. The journal revealed that Jonathan Maplewood had hidden a collection of extraordinary books in this secret chamber. These books were said to contain ancient knowledge and powerful secrets. However, they were hidden away to protect them from falling into the wrong hands. Emma carefully examined the collection. Each book had a unique cover and was bound in exotic materials. Some were written in languages Emma didn't recognize, while others contained strange symbols and illustrations. One book, in particular, caught Emma's attention. It was a small, ornate volume with a lock. The book had a strange inscription on its cover that read, "The Key to Knowledge." Emma noticed a keyhole on the side of the book and wondered if there was a key somewhere in the chamber. As she continued to explore, Emma found a small, intricately designed box tucked away on a shelf. The box was locked, but after some effort, she managed to open it using an old key she found inside. To her amazement, the box contained a delicate, golden key that fit perfectly into the lock of the ornate book. With a sense of anticipation, Emma unlocked the book and opened it. The pages were filled with detailed illustrations and text about various magical artifacts and their properties. The book described how the library's founder had sought to preserve ancient knowledge and protect it from misuse. Emma realized that the chamber and its contents were not just a hidden treasure but a part of the library's mission to safeguard knowledge. The secret of Maplewood Library was not only about preserving rare books but also about protecting the wisdom they contained. As Emma carefully replaced the book and locked the box, she made a silent promise to honor the founder's legacy. She would ensure that the knowledge and secrets of the library would remain safe and that the hidden chamber would be preserved for future generations. After exploring the chamber one last time, Emma made her way back up the stairs and sealed the hidden door behind her. She left the library feeling a deep sense of satisfaction. The secret of Maplewood Library had been uncovered, and she had played a part in safeguarding its legacy. The next day, as Emma walked through the library during regular hours, she looked around with a newfound appreciation. The library was no longer just a place of books, it was a repository of hidden knowledge and history. Emma knew that the library's secrets would remain protected and that its treasures would continue to inspire and educate those who sought them. And so, Maplewood Library continued to stand as a beacon of knowledge and mystery, its hidden chamber a testament to the enduring quest for understanding and the protection of wisdom through the ages. This story weaves together elements of mystery, adventure, and historical intrigue, providing an engaging narrative suitable for a comprehensive English listening exercise. Title: The Lost Kingdom of Arcania. The Mysterious Map. In a remote village nestled between rolling hills and dense forests, lived a young cartographer named Lily Harper. Her days were spent drawing maps of places she had only ever dreamed of visiting. Her small cottage, filled with parchments, ink pots, and sketches, was a haven of creativity and curiosity. Lily had always been drawn to the idea of undiscovered lands and forgotten legends, a passion inherited from her late grandfather, a renowned explorer. One rainy afternoon, as Lily was sorting through some old belongings in her attic, she discovered an old wooden chest buried under dusty tarpaulins. Inside the chest was a collection of ancient maps and faded journals. At the bottom of the chest lay a peculiar map with strange symbols and an unfamiliar coastline. The map was marked with a location called Arcania, a name that struck a chord with Lily. It seemed to point to a hidden kingdom lost to time. Lily's curiosity was piqued. The map was old and delicate, with annotations in a language she didn't recognize. However, the promise of discovering a lost kingdom was too tempting to ignore. She decided to investigate further, diving into her grandfather's old journals and researching ancient texts for any mention of Arcania. 2. Gathering the team. As Lily researched, she realized she would need help to uncover the secrets of Arcania. Her first stop was to enlist her childhood friend, Max Thornton, a skilled adventurer with a knack for finding trouble. Max was skeptical but intrigued by the idea of exploring a lost kingdom. He agreed to join Lily, provided she was ready for a potentially dangerous journey. Next, Lily sought the expertise of Professor Evelyn Quinn, an esteemed historian and linguist who specialized in ancient languages. Professor Quinn was fascinated by the map and agreed to assist, bringing with her a wealth of knowledge about historical artifacts and lost civilizations. The final member of their team was Tarek, a seasoned tracker and survival expert from a distant land. Tarek had an intimate knowledge of wilderness survival and was renowned for his ability to navigate treacherous terrains. He was hired to guide the team through the unknown regions marked on the map. With their team assembled, Lily, Max, Professor Quinn, and Tarek prepared for their expedition. They gathered supplies, studied the map extensively, and made travel arrangements for their journey. 3. The journey begins. Their adventure began with a long voyage across the sea to an uncharted island, the first point on the map. The island was lush and overgrown, with dense vegetation and ancient ruins partially hidden by the jungle. As they explored, they encountered various challenges, including hidden traps and hostile wildlife. The team worked together to navigate these obstacles, growing closer with each passing day. On the island, they discovered remnants of an ancient civilization, including intricate carvings and crumbling structures. The carvings depicted scenes of a grand city and its majestic ruler, suggesting that Arcania was once a powerful kingdom. After weeks of exploration, they found an ancient gateway partially buried in the undergrowth. The gateway had symbols matching those on the map and seemed to lead deeper into the unknown. With excitement and trepidation, the team pushed forward. IV. The hidden passage. The gateway led to a hidden passage, a dark tunnel that twisted and turned beneath the island. They traveled through the passage, guided only by the dim light of their lanterns and the faint glow of bioluminescent fungi on the walls. Along the way, they encountered ancient traps and puzzles designed to protect the secrets of Arcania. Professor Quinn's knowledge of ancient languages proved invaluable as she deciphered inscriptions that revealed clues about the kingdom's history and the path forward. Tariq's skills in navigation ensured they stayed on course despite the labyrinthine passage. As they ventured deeper, they discovered a large underground chamber filled with artifacts and relics from Arcania's past. The chamber contained detailed murals depicting the kingdom's rise and fall. The murals told the story of Arcania's golden age, its great ruler, and the eventual catastrophe that led to its disappearance. Among the artifacts, they found a golden amulet adorned with the symbol of Arcania. The amulet was intricately designed and seemed to pulse with a faint magical energy. Professor Quinn theorized that it might be a key to finding the kingdom's true location. V. The final destination. Following the clues provided by the amulet, the team continued their journey to a remote mountain range, where the map suggested the kingdom of Arcania might be hidden. The mountains were treacherous, with steep cliffs and unpredictable weather. The team faced numerous challenges, including avalanches and sudden storms. After days of arduous climbing, they reached a secluded valley shrouded in mist. The valley was unlike anything they had ever seen, an untouched paradise with lush vegetation and clear, sparkling lakes. At the center of the valley stood the ruins of a grand city, partially hidden by overgrowth and time. The ruins were awe-inspiring, with towering structures and elaborate temples. The city bore the unmistakable mark of Arcania, with its unique architectural style and ancient inscriptions. As the team explored the ruins, they marveled at the remnants of a once great civilization. In the heart of the city, they found a grand palace that appeared to be the kingdom's center of power. Inside the palace, they discovered a hidden chamber with a large, ornate door. The amulet Lily had found fit perfectly into a slot on the door, and with a turn, the door creaked open, revealing the inner sanctum of Arcania. V. Uncovering the truth. The inner sanctum was a breathtaking sight. It contained a vast library of ancient scrolls and books, preserved through the ages. The walls were adorned with magical wards and protective enchantments designed to keep intruders at bay. The team spent days studying the scrolls and deciphering the secrets of Arcania. They learned that the kingdom's downfall had been caused by a powerful curse unleashed by a rogue sorcerer. The curse had caused the kingdom to be hidden from the world, its people trapped in a timeless slumber. Lily and her team uncovered the key to breaking the curse, an ancient ritual that required the combined efforts of the kingdom's descendants and the knowledge preserved in the library. With the information they had gathered, they prepared to perform the ritual and restore Arcania to its rightful place in history. 7. The restoration. The ritual was complex and required precise timing and coordination. The team worked tirelessly to prepare the necessary components and perform the ritual according to the ancient instructions. As they began the ritual, the palace and the city started to awaken from their slumber. The magical wards and enchantments surrounding the city began to dissolve, and the people of Arcania stirred from their timeless sleep. The kingdom slowly re-emerged from its hidden state, its grandeur and beauty returning as if no time had passed. The people of Arcania were overjoyed to be reunited with their ancient homeland. They welcomed Lily, Max, Professor Quinn, and Tarek as heroes, honoring their bravery and dedication. The kingdom's ruler, a descendant of the original royal family, expressed deep gratitude for their efforts. 8. Epilogue. A new beginning. With Arcania restored, Lily and her team bid farewell to their new friends and returned to their respective homes. Their adventure had changed their lives forever, and they carried with them the memories of a lost kingdom rediscovered. Lily returned to her village, her heart full of stories and experiences that would inspire her future maps and explorations. She continued her work as a cartographer, with a renewed sense of purpose and a deep connection to the wonders of the world. The legend of Arcania lived on, a testament to the enduring power of exploration and the magic of discovering the unknown. Lily's adventure had not only uncovered a lost kingdom but had also forged bonds of friendship and courage that would last a lifetime. The Whispering Forest. In the heart of the kingdom of Eldoria, nestled between towering mountains and dense, ancient woods, lay the Whispering Forest. It was a place of both wonder and mystery, where the trees were said to communicate in hushed tones and the shadows seemed to dance with ancient magic. The forest had long been a subject of legend and intrigue, rumored to conceal secrets of immense power. In the nearby village of Windmere, a young woman named Celine Frost lived a quiet life. Celine was an aspiring historian with a deep fascination for the folklore of Eldoria. Her family had lived in Windmere for generations, and she often found herself wandering the outskirts of the Whispering Forest, dreaming of the adventures that lay within. One day, while exploring the forest's edge, Celine stumbled upon an old, weathered journal half buried in the underbrush. The journal was adorned with strange symbols and had a lock that seemed to pulse with a faint, magical energy. Intrigued, Celine took the journal home, determined to unlock its secrets. 2. The Enigmatic Journal. Back at her cottage, Celine carefully examined the journal. Its pages were filled with cryptic writings and drawings of mysterious artifacts. The journal seemed to belong to an ancient scholar named Alaric Stormwind, who had dedicated his life to studying the arcane and uncovering the hidden truths of Eldoria. The more Celine read, the more she realized that Alaric had been searching for an artifact known as the Veil of Eldoria, an object of immense magical power that was said to have the ability to alter reality itself. According to Alaric's notes, the veil was hidden somewhere within the Whispering Forest, protected by powerful enchantments and ancient guardians. Determined to uncover the truth, Celine set out to find the veil. She gathered supplies, including maps, a compass, and a few essential tools, and ventured into the forest with a sense of purpose and excitement. 3. The Guardians of the Forest. As Celine ventured deeper into the Whispering Forest, she encountered strange phenomena. The trees seemed to whisper her name, and the air was filled with a magical aura. She navigated through the dense foliage, following the clues from Alaric's journal. After several days of travel, Celine arrived at a clearing with a large stone archway covered in ancient runes. The archway appeared to be a gateway to another realm. As she approached, she was confronted by ethereal beings known as the Guardians of the Forest. They were majestic, otherworldly creatures with shimmering wings and eyes that glowed with a gentle light. The Guardians tested Celine's intentions, questioning her about her quest and her knowledge of the forest's magic. Celine explained her purpose and her respect for the ancient lore of Eldoria. Impressed by her sincerity, the Guardians allowed her to pass through the archway, revealing a hidden path that led deeper into the forest. IV. The Hidden Realm. The path led to a hidden realm, a breathtaking landscape of floating islands, cascading waterfalls, and crystal-clear lakes. The realm was bathed in a soft, otherworldly light, and the magic in the air was palpable. Celine marveled at the beauty and mystery of the place. In the center of the realm stood an ancient temple, its architecture a blend of elegance and mysticism. The temple was adorned with intricate carvings and glowing crystals. Celine approached the temple, feeling a sense of awe and reverence. Inside the temple, Celine found a grand hall filled with ancient artifacts and inscriptions. At the center of the hall was a pedestal with a golden veil draped over it. The Veil of Eldoria was even more magnificent than she had imagined, its surface shimmering with shifting colors and patterns. As Celine reached for the veil, she was confronted by a vision of Alaric Stormwind. The vision revealed the history of the veil, including its creation and its power. Alaric explained that the veil had the ability to manipulate reality, but it required great wisdom and responsibility to wield. The Trial of Wisdom. To prove her worthiness, Celine had to undergo a series of trials designed to test her wisdom, courage, and purity of heart. Each trial was a challenging test of her abilities and character. The first trial was the trial of knowledge, where Celine had to solve complex riddles and puzzles related to Eldoria's history and magic. The second trial was the trial of courage, where she faced her deepest fears and overcame obstacles that tested her bravery. The final trial was the trial of heart, where Celine had to demonstrate her compassion and empathy by helping a spirit in need. After successfully completing the trials, Celine was granted access to the Veil of Eldoria. The artifact spoke to her, revealing its purpose and its potential. It was a tool for great good or great destruction, depending on the intentions of its wielder. V. The return to Windmere. With the Veil of Eldoria in her possession, Celine returned to Windmere. She felt a great sense of responsibility and understanding of the artifact's power. She decided to keep the veil safe and use its magic to benefit the kingdom of Eldoria. Upon her return, Celine was welcomed as a hero. Her adventure had not only uncovered the secrets of the Whispering Forest but had also revealed the true potential of the veil. She used the veil's power to heal the land, restore balance, and bring prosperity to Eldoria. The Whispering Forest, once a place of mystery and legend, became a symbol of hope and magic. Celine's journey had transformed her from a curious historian into a guardian of ancient wisdom and power. The kingdom of Eldoria flourished, and the tale of the veil became a cherished part of its history. 7. Epilogue. A new legacy. Years passed, and Celine continued her work, ensuring that the magic of the veil was used wisely and responsibly. She established a new academy dedicated to studying and preserving Eldoria's ancient magic and lore. The academy became a beacon of knowledge and learning, attracting scholars and adventurers from across the land. Celine's legacy lived on through her contributions to the kingdom and her dedication to preserving the magic and history of Eldoria. The Whispering Forest remained a place of wonder and enchantment, its secrets forever intertwined with the story of Celine Frost and the Veil of Eldoria. The forest's whispers continued to tell the tale of a young historian who had ventured into the unknown and uncovered the hidden magic that shaped the destiny of a kingdom. I started to learn English. The spark of curiosity. Lena Patel had always dreamed of making a mark in the world of architecture. Her days were filled with sketches, blueprints, and design software as she worked diligently at her small but prestigious firm in Mumbai. The city's vibrant energy and its blend of modernity with tradition inspired her every day. Yet, beneath her accomplishments and the satisfaction of creating innovative designs, there was a lingering sense of limitation. Despite her success, Lena often found herself at a disadvantage. Her English proficiency, though functional, was not sufficient for her aspirations. She could understand the basics but struggled with more complex conversations and technical jargon. This gap became glaringly apparent during the recent International Architecture Conference held in Mumbai. As she sat in the audience, mesmerized by a renowned architect's keynote speech, Lena's excitement was tempered by her frustration. The architect spoke with eloquence and depth, but Lena could only grasp parts of the presentation. The experience left her both inspired and disheartened. That evening, Lena sat at her desk, reflecting on the day's events. The conference had sparked a realization that if she wanted to truly excel and connect with a global audience, she needed to improve her English. She needed to bridge the gap that had subtly but significantly limited her potential. With renewed determination, Lena resolved to take action. She decided to enroll in an English language course. It was not just about improving her skills for work, it was about embracing the opportunities that lay beyond the confines of her current abilities. The next day, Lena found herself at the entrance of a language institute, its walls adorned with motivational quotes and images of people from around the world engaged in conversation. She stepped inside, her heart pounding with both excitement and nervousness. The journey ahead promised to be challenging, but Lena was ready to face it head on. 2. The beginning of the journey. Finding resources. Lena enrolled in an English language course at a local institute. Her teacher, Ms. Patel, was an experienced instructor with a passion for teaching. The classroom was filled with a diverse group of students, each with their own reasons for learning English. Some were professionals like Lena, others were students or immigrants seeking better opportunities. At first, Lena struggled with the basics. Grammar rules seemed confusing, and pronunciation was difficult. However, Ms. Patel's encouraging words and the supportive atmosphere of the class helped Lena stay motivated. She spent extra hours studying, using language learning apps, and practicing with English books and movies. Overcoming challenges. Balancing work and study was a challenge for Lena. She often felt exhausted after a long day at the office, but she pushed herself to attend classes and complete assignments. Her fear of making mistakes was another obstacle. She hesitated to speak in class, worried about mispronunciations or incorrect grammar. Despite these challenges, Lena persevered. She began to see small improvements in her English skills. She was able to follow simple conversations and understand basic texts. The more she practiced, the more confident she became. 3. Building confidence. Progress and setbacks. Lena's efforts started to pay off. She began participating more actively in class discussions and engaging with her classmates. Her written assignments improved, and she felt more comfortable reading and writing in English. Her progress was evident in her increased confidence. However, setbacks were inevitable. Lena encountered misunderstandings during conversations and struggled with more complex grammar rules. These moments were frustrating, but they also provided valuable learning experiences. Lena learned to embrace mistakes as part of her growth. Support and encouragement. Lena's friends and family were supportive of her efforts. They encouraged her to practice speaking and celebrated her achievements. Her colleagues at work noticed her improvement and offered to help her with practice. Lena also made a new friend in her class, Raj, who became her study partner and confidant. Their shared experiences and mutual support made the learning process more enjoyable. IV. Real-world application. Professional growth. As Lena's English skills improved, she began applying them in her professional life. She started writing reports and emails in English, participating in international video conferences, and collaborating with global clients. Her enhanced communication abilities were recognized at work, and she was given opportunities to lead international projects. Lena's newfound confidence in English allowed her to excel in her role. She was able to contribute more effectively to her team and build stronger relationships with clients and colleagues around the world. Personal achievements. Lena's journey took her to London for a business trip. Navigating conversations, presentations, and social events in English was a significant milestone. The trip was both a professional and personal triumph, showcasing how far Lena had come. She also joined an English-speaking book club, where she met new friends who shared her interests. Engaging in discussions and activities in English helped her further refine her skills and build meaningful connections. V. Reflection and transformation. Looking back, Lena took time to reflect on her journey from the beginning to her current level of proficiency. She was amazed at how much she had grown, both professionally and personally. The challenges she had faced and overcome had taught her valuable lessons about persistence, adaptability, and self-belief. She felt a deep sense of accomplishment and fulfillment. Lena recognized the importance of her journey not only in terms of language skills but also in personal growth and professional development. Giving back. Inspired by her own experience, Lena decided to give back by volunteering to teach English to underprivileged students in her community. She used her knowledge and insights to inspire and support others who were embarking on their own language learning journeys. Lena also started an online blog where she shared her experiences and tips with a global audience. Her blog became a valuable resource for language learners around the world, offering guidance and encouragement. V. Conclusion. A new chapter. Embracing the future. With her improved English, Lena was presented with new opportunities. She was offered a chance to work on an exciting international project that aligned with her passion for architecture. The prospect of new challenges and adventures filled her with excitement and optimism. Lena felt a sense of readiness as she embraced the future. Her journey had opened doors to possibilities she had once only dreamed of. She was eager to continue exploring and growing, both personally and professionally. The continuing journey. Lena knew that learning a language was a continuous journey. She remained committed to further improving her English skills and exploring new aspects of the language and culture. Her journey had transformed her, and she was excited about the endless possibilities that lay ahead. As Lena looked forward to her next adventure, she felt grateful for the experiences and growth she had achieved. Her story was a testament to the power of perseverance and the rewards of pursuing one's dreams.